get cleaned up. Yes, I've got to get cleaned up. Yes, I've got to get cleaned up. It's time to get cleaned up. I'm sorry you witnessed that. Shower time. Woo! This right here is probably the most volume I'll ever have in my hair. But anyway, it quickly goes bye-bye. See? Oh, yeah, whatevs. It is what it is.
Her teeth got into it. She's like,
Oh, that's good. That's cold. That's cold.
Davis has seen just about as much work as Buck Allen has so far in this first half.
So
Please, that means please. You want another bite? That's nasty.
more, please. Please, more. It's like the panicking more. I know. It's like I need it. I need it. I need it.
More, please.
why don't you just get her own?
Say more, please.
Rain freeze.
Please.
She's gonna go like this.
Oh, look at her facial expression.
At least she knows how to hold her hand up to her mouth.
Are you happy?
Oh man.
Look what Kevin got surprised with today. 70-inch 4K Ultra HD TV. Dun 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 dun. Look how big it is on her stand. Oh
It is
man.
starting.
Let's see this. Are you touching it? Is it real? Careful, remember your PS4 is underneath it.
Why does it lean like that?
Definitely weighted on one side.
Home use. English.
You have a tired baby as well. Aren't you tired, aren't you? Oh, that's so fun.
What's our network password?
Oh my God, have to find it.
Alright.
Yeah, it's that one.
Yep. And the password is on the back.
You're so smart.
This hat, if you were to sit right here, you would see each and every individual square. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You would see all the pixels. But if you sit right here, it's like being at the movie theater. Like everything is clear.
He's so excited. Good morning. So, as you can tell, the big news for yesterday was Kevin getting this TV, and that was a gift from his family to us. But this TV he's been like dreaming about and like drooling over for months, but we have been tighter on cash, and so he's been very responsible and just said, no, what we do have, we need to be saving for, you know, the days that I'm not going to get the paychecks that we're used to. And lo and behold, it was a good thing because, you know, the snow, he couldn't work, so. Anyway, somebody wants to say good morning. Say good morning. Do you see the camera? Can you say good morning to everybody? Say hi. What's this about? Hey, that's not nice. Oh, okay. Your little footy pajamas, I love it. Where are you going? Where are you going? You sneak. Anyway, so Kevin has been, he was all emotional about this yesterday, I think, just because, you know, it signified a lot of things for him. The fact that his family was kind enough to really pay attention to his wants and then surprise him with it, and then it also made him feel kind of like, you know, like I should have been able to do this for our family, and they shouldn't have to do it for me, so I felt kind of bad about that, but it's a pretty amazing gift. It's huge. Peanut, do you have pippies in your You got some piggies? They look really funny. It's a good thing you're so cute. Well, you guys, I'm going to show you the highlight of the evening. Do you see that wet spot? It goes down my leg. Right, there it is. My pajamas. That is Peyton urine. She didn't have, we ran out of diapers in her diaper dresser drawer, and I had the other box of diapers out in the garage. So, Peanut, I was getting ready to put her to bed, and change her into pajamas, and I realized we didn't have any diapers in there, so I was like, ah, she'll be fine, I'll just put her on my hip and walk out to the garage and get her diapers. Well, I forgot that when I went grocery shopping earlier that I had set the eggs down there because I had my hands full, and it was cold enough outside, so it didn't affect the eggs at all. But, so, I grabbed the diapers and the eggs, and I went into the kitchen, and as I was clearing a spot off on the shelf, I'm still holding Peyton on my hip, to put the eggs in, I start feeling this really warm sensation, and I look at her, I'm like, oh, Peanut, you're peeing on me. I was like, well, what do? She's already doing it, so she just kept going, and I was like, you go and pee? So I was trying to get her to recognize what she was doing, because it was obviously, you know, on me. It wasn't in a diaper, so it'd feel a little bit different. Anyway, that was comical for the evening. Anyway, so I need to change out of this, but that's my highlight for today. But I want to say my grateful for today is that, and don't mind my standing in the closet, my messy closet, but I was getting work clothes ready. Anyway, my grateful today is that my parents and other family members took the time to teach me manners and to teach me how to treat others as I would want to be treated, because I had to go to the store today for groceries, and oh my gosh, it was like the holiday rush hit. And just listening to some of these people, you know, as I'm walking around the store looking at stuff I need, some of these people are just being so rude. They're so concerned about themselves, and it just, you know, I was watching the interactions between some of these people, and like I had to return something, so I had to stand in line for a long time, and I was just watching the like life and like the light and happiness in the cashier people just kind of draining, because they were just dealing with one after the next that was just so rude. And so by the time I got up there, I just, you know, they kind of expected it from me too, I think, but I just smiled and said, how are you today? And she said, oh, I'm fine, and I just tried to make a little bit more conversation, you know. I said, yeah, but she said, well, how are you? And I said, I'm fine, but I'm sure I'm not as overwhelmed as you guys are. And I said, I appreciate you doing what you're doing for everybody. And she was still kind of like, another customer, whatever. But by the end of it, I said, happy holidays, you know, happy Thanksgiving. I said, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I smiled at her. And as I was walking away, she stopped. And she just looked back at me and she smiled. She goes, happy Thanksgiving. And I was like, okay. My energy got through to her a little bit. So, like, I'm not perfect, and I definitely have my grumpy days like everybody else, but it was nice that I could make her smile, you know, when all these other people were just like, rah, 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 at her for no reason, just because they're consumed in their own crap. So, I'm thankful to my parents for that. Anyway, I just want to wish you all blessings, and that I'm so happy to see you all again. I've loved reading your comments, and I've loved commenting back, so that's been really nice. Anyway, I just appreciate you guys. Look at you. What are you doing in the kitchen? Oh! What are you doing? Mama's spitting. You're crazy. I'm gonna get you. You better run! You better run so fast! You're cornered. You're cornered. Where are you going? What are you doing? You're crazy, baby. Hey, be nice to Kittler. Be nice to Kittler. Good girl. Yeah, you're so nice. You're so nice. I'm gonna eat you.
Water?
Look at your face. So full of snot. I know, she just got... She probably got a little cold and she's teething. Oh, yes, use a teething master. Where are you going?
All of those weapons leave the building. China will fall.
What are you watching, Daddy? Kung Fu Panda 2. Kung Fu Panda 2. You're funny. Hi, guys. I forgot to take the camera. I forgot to take the camera with me Black Friday shopping this morning at 5 a.m. Sorry! But, and I also didn't record last night at Thanksgiving, just because, you know, I worked all day and then I actually got home a couple hours early, but then I spent time cleaning and making food and then we ate and then the day was kind of over. So, sorry you didn't get to see it. Nothing that fancy, but Kevin's parents came over and his brother Brian, and it was just Peyton and Kevin and I and his family. This grumpy tushy right here. Pretty sure she has a cold and she's teething. Huh, Peyton? What is that noise you make? What is that? And Mommy has locked her out of the living room. Or excuse me, out of the kitchen. See, there's a gate. And there's a gate. And this is why. I'm tired of cleaning up that one cupboard over and over and over again. And I got lots of other putting dishes away to do, and oh, guess what? So I got a present today. I was gonna buy it for myself. Turns out I called to ask Kevin if it would be okay, just because it's kind of a spendy present. And I felt guilty about just spending the money on myself. So I called him today and said, is it okay if I buy this for myself? Are we all right, you know, to do that? And he was like, well, yeah, but I was going to get it for you. So I'm like, well, I'll just pick it up today because it was on sale anyway. So look what I got. Oh, yes. Keurig 2.0 560. We actually bought this one for the spa that I work at. And I fell in love with it. The downside to this is that these Keurig 2.0s, Keurig got smart. And they don't allow you to brew any K-cup. They have to be Keurig affiliated. But there are ways you can get around that, so I'll just say that. I have learned that. So anyway, I'm excited about this, and I'm the only one who drinks coffee in the house. So for a long time I was like, I wanted it, and then anyway, for a long time I wanted this thing, a Keurig, and then I was talking to my sister about it, and she kind of helped me realize that it actually would be pretty wasteful, you know, and it was expensive, and she was right. And then we got one for work, and then I fell in love with it, and then I was like, I really want one. Well, then every time I tried to make coffee in my coffee pot, the grounds would end up in it. I couldn't get, hey Peyton, we don't play with that. No. Put it down. Peyton Lynn. She's playing with Daddy's yuckiness. You don't play with that. Do you understand? Don't play with it, please. That's a no-no. Look at Mommy's loot. I went shopping. This little one, poor thing, doesn't feel good. She woke up this morning when I got home from shopping, and that was at 11:30. Kevin, I walked in and Kevin, I heard her fussing a little bit. Hey, hey. No. Heard her fussing a little bit, and so I was like, okay, I'll put my stuff down, I'll go get her. Kevin beat me to the punch, and he walks out with her, and they were both like pajama mode. And I was like, looking at her. Kevin goes, she just woke up for the day. I heard her like fuss for 5 seconds about 9 o'clock this morning. Put my clothes on. By the time I got ready to get up and, grab her, she was out again. And she slept until 11. So I know she's not feeling very well. But anyway, back to the Keurig. We got one for work. I fell in love with it. Then my coffee pot kept making grounds in my coffee, and it was really irritating. And because I'm the only one who drinks coffee, I don't drink a pot a day. I drink like 1 or 2 cups maybe. And so the only time I was making more is when I had company, which is really like my mom or dad or, grandparents. But that's really pretty rare. So, I'm sorry, you don't feel good. Can you say up? Oh, you're hungry. Woo! Sorry, love. Okay, let's go have a snack. Come on. Oh, you're awesome. Let's go snack. Hey, y'all. It's the last day of my weekend, Thanksgiving weekend. It's been kind of a rough weekend. But it's been a good weekend, and when I say rough, it's all unrelated to really Peyton and her fussiness and her not feeling good and her not sleeping well, and she's just really been fighting sleeping. And last night was, in particular, was very frustrating for me because she needed to nap, and she just would not go to sleep, screaming bloody murder. And so I finally, it was like, maybe she needs Tylenol, so I went in and gave her Tylenol. And I just rocked her for a while. It took maybe 5 minutes. She fell asleep in my arms. The instant I put her down, it was just all over again. And we fought it for like an hour and a half maybe. I was just like, please just go to sleep. And finally she did, but it's been rough like that. She had me up really early yesterday because she was screaming and just not feeling good and blah, blah, blah. But anyway. It's been a wonderful weekend because I've been home. I think I'm actually getting a little bit of a cold, which sucks, but I'm going to put good energy out there and good vibes and say, I am healthy, I am healthy, I am healthy. Because if you let yourself think about it, about the negatives, the more what you think about comes about. I really believe that, and I have a hard time remembering that sometimes, but I really believe it. So if you think about everything crappy and everything's going wrong and everything sucks and I'm getting sick, what do you think you get? You get those things because they're in the forefront of your mind. That's why I always say, if you recognize good, and if you recognize the positive, even if you have to tell yourself something even though it's not true yet, just, the more energy you put out to that, the more, and it has to be like an unconscious energy as well. You have to teach yourself to unconsciously and subconsciously put those thoughts into the world, into the universe, or if you just take the time, 5 seconds, think about it once a day, it's not going to happen. So you have to really learn how to do it. It's kind of an art, but you're capable. I know you're capable. So if you feel like your life is going a little bit crummy, just try to just start every day. Even if you have to really pull hard, like it's like pulling teeth to find something positive. Just really focus on spending some time and focus on what's good about that. Or something you really want, but don't talk about it will happen. Say it in the present tense. So for instance, and I know this might sound funny, but there was one point in my life where it was when I was in school at Eastern Oregon University, and I was really not feeling very good in my own skin. And I started learning about this and really taking the time to think positively and put that energy out there. And I would go to bed every night because your last thoughts actually go through your head at night. So I was going to bed and I was thinking, I'm 135 pounds. I'm 135 pounds. Because I wasn't. I definitely wasn't. I was on the heavy side. I'm 135. I'm 5'7". So 135 for me is about a good number. I look relatively healthy. So I was like, I'm 135 pounds. I'm 135 pounds. I'm strong. I'm healthy. I love to work out. Because I really don't. And I kept saying all these things. And over a matter of months, because I was thinking those things, I believe, because I was thinking those things and putting the energy into doing that, you know, I'd have to remind myself during the day too, I started making choices that altered my actions and behaviors, and I ended up at 135 pounds. Okay, the monkey's eaten, aren't ya? Aren't you, little monkey? Little kittlers, bird watching. Anyway, I'm like a dog that gets easily distracted by a squirrel. I literally am. If you notice when I talk in circles all the time. So I'm sorry for that. But I was saying it was a good weekend, and I got off on the energy blurb and putting out good thoughts, blah, 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 but it's true. So make an effort so your world can be amazing. Oh, before I forget, Friday, when I was shopping, I'm a little embarrassed because I literally like rolled out of bed, brushed my teeth. I hadn't washed my face from the night before. I didn't put on new makeup that morning. I didn't like do anything to fix my hair. I just looked like poop. But it's because I got up at 4:30 and to go shopping. I was like, man, I'm not going to see anybody. Well, oddly enough, Raven, I hope you're watching this, and I'm sorry for how caught off guard I was. But I was standing, we went to Fred Meyer in my town. So in the store, in Fred Meyer, there's a Starbucks. And my sister-in-law, Jessie, and I had gone shopping together. And we looked at Boots, like it was the first thing we hit because it's right on the inside on the left. So we went in and we were looking at Boots. And then we were like, okay, where do we go next in the store? Because Fred Meyer has a lot of stuff. It's got clothing, it's got groceries, it's got house stuff, it's got kid stuff, it's got, you know, blah, 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 blah. Shoes, so they have an assortment of stuff. So it was a great place to hit first in the morning, but it was really busy. And I was like, oh man, I didn't realize how many people show up in the morning. So I was kind of like, oh crap. Well, look like poop, what do you do? So we go to the Boots and we're going to Starbucks. We're like, well, let's go get a coffee. As we're standing there, Jessie and I are talking about our boys a little bit, and I don't know, I guess I laughed or something, and I looked to my right, and there was a young lady there standing, and she goes, this might sound weird, but are you Kelly? And I was like, yeah, do you watch the vlogs? And she's like, yeah. It so caught me off guard, because she was the first person that I have ever met who said anything about the vlogs. You know, my family knows about it, my friends know about it, but somebody I didn't know completely, so it really caught me off guard. So Raven, I'm sorry if I was like in La La Land, because it was just so funny to me that to have somebody, you know, introduce themselves to me that watches the vlogs. I hadn't experienced that yet, and so it was funny. But and Raven, I have to apologize too that I didn't ask how your hip surgery went and how you were doing. So if you're watching this and you feel comfortable, comment and just let me know how you're healing. If you want to give me any background, you can. But I didn't ask anything about that. I saw your crutch, but like I said, I was in La La Land, and so I just didn't say anything, and I'm sorry for that. But it was super nice to meet you. Obviously, we live in the same town now, so it'd be funny to run into you again. Maybe next time Peanut would be there, I don't know. But anyway, healing wishes and blessings to you, because I know surgery is not fun, especially if it's bone related. So anyway, that was really funny. Raven, it was nice to meet you. Come on, Kittler, you want to go outside? Kittler wants to go outside. It was so cold outside last night. Oh! Oh God! Oh my God! Okay, I'm sorry for that, you guys. So Kevin and I had written Gomi off. We'd written him off. He was gone for weeks. We're like, well, he officially doesn't live with us anymore. And look who just ran through my front door. Gomi! You know, and it's odd because he doesn't have a collar on. Well, he did. Oh, you're just so cute. He did. When he was coming home frequently, he had the collar, and then he came home one day without it, and the next day he literally wasn't coming home anymore. So we're like, well, somebody's probably grabbed him, or he just lost it, or, you know, whatever. Oh, you're just so cute. You and your 12 front toes. Go me, kitty. You must be hungry, sir. Kitty room is a mess, huh? You know, he's been, I don't know if I said this, but he was spraying in our house, and it was really frustrating me to the point where I was like, I'm gonna make him sleep outside. And then he started disappearing, and then I felt really guilty because I was like, oh, I hope he's not hurt or whatever. But apparently he's okay and he wants to come home. What are you doing? What do you got? You have a blueberry? Was it a waffle? Where are your blueberries? Did you eat them all? Let me see. Did you eat them all? Where are they? Did you eat all of those blueberries? You did? Were they so good? Oh, me kitty. Oh, you're so happy. You're so happy, kitty kitty. He's a good kitty when he's not spraying everything. Are you all done? Are you done? What do you say? Oh, you want more? Okay. What would you like? You want a banana?
Yeah, no.
You want a nana? Okay. Somebody got her nana. Where's your milk? Mom keeps forgetting it this weekend. You want milk? You want some milk? Here you go. Yum. May I have one, please? Ooh. Thank you. Peanut. Thank you. You eat it. That's for Peyton. Yeah, good job. Okay guys, so I'm gonna end this vlog because if I don't, it'll take me 3 days to edit.